Picture this, it's 2013, you're fresh out of school for the day and you beg your mom to let you use her 2009 7 pounds and 11 ounces baby of a laptop that might get a frame or two on solitaire. You get on YouTube and...
Oh shit. No! Look at what we have created. What the fuck is that? Yes? Yeah. What time is it?
And now you're hooked. Garry's Mod is the definition of a sandbox right next to the Sweden Special. While the base game might not have any of the survival mechanics of Minecraft, the possibility to join any server, play any game mode, or even download complete game-altering mods gives Garry Mod the power of the gods when it comes to gaming, and it's no wonder why it's still popular to this day. Being derived from what's considered the best game of all time, Crowbar Man, Attack of the Crows, it was able to let the player interact with maps and set pieces from their favorite source-made games. I'm sure there are plenty of people who found their love for video game design from just flying around City 17 or Dust 2 and seeing how it works, and that's all thanks to Garry's Mod. Now, when I heard that I could play Garry's Mod all while wearing my Virgin spectacles, something happened inside of me that I'm not proud to admit. My inner wolf just went insane, and I became the alpha male I was always destined to be. I became a monster no one had ever seen before, and all the women were swooning. I was also just excited because I like Garry's Mod. Have you ever thought, hey, saving money, or maybe you thought, hey, I want to talk to someone who plays way too much into the radius. Down here at Viewie's Hot Gamer Club, you could talk to myself and others interested in VR, and when you join through Patreon, you can get an exclusive Patreon role and chat permissions for only $5 a month. And a quick thanks to our mega rich Patreon supporter, Only Mints, for the support. Now, I'm not going to go in detail about Garry's Mod too much. We already know how monumental this game was for the time it came out. You could have been a literal toddler in 2006 and heard about Garry's Mod. There was a time in middle school where that's all I heard about was Garry's Mod, and it's not surprising considering how big this game blew up on YouTube. Not to compare it against Minecraft too much, but these two games are both games that would not be the same if it weren't for YouTube. Riding off the back of Half-Life 2 and Counter-Strike Source, it was almost a must-buy for literally any Source-made game you can imagine. Whether or not you're a fan of the classics or the definitely overhyped, anyone can play Garry's Mod. It even heavily popularized game modes that are now standards in other games. Prop Hunt, Trouble in Terrace Town, and most recently Nextbox, and more on those in a bit. So instead of talking about it, let's just play it. All right, we're loading in now, and I'll show you exactly what this game is all about. All right, we're loaded in, and you can see that they've basically updated everything in this game from its original version. Honestly, for the engine being made 13 years ago, it holds up pretty well. Wait, I don't remember this guy being added to Garry's Mod, but this must be a new character. Whoa there, buddy. Take me out to dinner first before you put your hands on me. Oh, sorry, guys. Someone's calling me.
Hey, Viewie, I'm kind of in the middle of something, but that's not Garry's Mod. That's Bone Lab. Yeah, I'll take a Big Mac in a combo. Anyway, Viewie, I'll leave you to it. I'm kind of busy.
Oh, First of all, I know this mod isn't exactly new, but loading into GM Construct for the first time while being in VR was almost similar to when I loaded up Boneworks for the first time on my Index. I was almost ready to re-explore an entire game I already knew pretty well. There's something so mesmerizing about watching a character you know just melt all over my would-be hands. I expected there to be some bugs because I won't even try to think about the Avengers level threat of mystic power going on to make this mod work. It's super weird to see the tool gun, which I've already seen 1,000 times while playing Garry's Mod, finally in VR. Now, this is where I think Garry's Mod VR falls apart for me. Sure, the sandbox base game is perfectly playable in VR, but I joined a multiplayer lobby to play Prop Hunt, and this was totally my fault, and I expected this to happen. But the server owners just slammed the ban hammer on me, and I never got to play a game of Prop Hunt. At least for me, Garry's Mod thrives off the multiplayer component. Even though I might not play these other game modes, if you're seriously thinking about playing Garry's Mod in VR, this would throw me off instantly. Even if you like just the single player mode, it's always obvious when a game was made with VR in mind or not, and this is exactly where Garry's Mod just can't compete. I know this isn't an official mode or anything, but if you're willing to purchase a couple $100 to $1,000 headset to play VR, then you'll be better off playing. Now, not to go too off topic with Bone Lab, we borderline already have Garry's Mod of VR, and it's way closer than you might believe. The physics gun, maps, even being able to build some, you could definitely build in this game if you get what I mean. I'm surprised Stress Level Zero didn't just call this game Bone Mod and gutted the storyline for a better sandbox. I've said it before and I'll say it again, if Boneworks is the Half-Life of VR, then Bone Lab is the Garry's Mod for VR. It perfectly captures what's great about Garry's Mod, but being made from the ground up for VR. Even something like Pavlov perfectly takes the multiplayer of Garry's Mod and puts it in VR. Yeah, Pavlov doesn't have the sandbox features, but I'm also not fighting getting a VAC ban on my Steam account while trying to cosplay as a cup of coffee in Garry's Mod. Hey, here's your vanilla caramel with whipped cream frappe with extra whipped cream, sir. So what's a reason you should still check out Garry's Mod VR? Is there some viral game mode where you can shit your pants while being blinded from reality? Now, if you don't know what a Nextbot is, Basically, a PNG of Obama deep fried with KFC chicken is chasing after you. There's plenty of other JPEGs to choose from, but I just find this one hilarious, so we're rocking with Obama because Obama's rocking with us. Next bots are AI that will run around and chase you through maps while also being genuinely terrifying. There's no thinking, man. It's monkey time. Next bots are like trying to go to sleep and you feel the void right behind you. I had never tried using an next bot before this video, and I think I could take how creepy they were, and this is not what happened.
I just spawned in that next bot. It's creepy, dude. That's so creepy. Is he gonna kill me?
So in the end, if you're mostly a fan of the single-player experience of Garry's Mod, it's actually an alright mod. You could sit and bounce back and forth G-Man like it's a pinata. But if you're looking for the multiplayer experience, I'd go for Pavlov or something similar. Shout out to these names right here. Again, for $1, you can get your name here, as well as the Discord server role and better perks with the other level. Maybe one day I can give Gordon Freeman the big honkers of my dreams while a phone sits on my face. Josalt, thank you very much, and we will definitely be in touch. All right, who do we have here? Flippy, right? All right, just show me what you got.
Hey Viewie, that's not Garry's Mod. That's Bone Lab.
Well, yeah, we'll keep in touch.